event you were coaching or playing in where maybe the moment got a little big for you?
Yeah. So, as I was thinking about this, I kind of go all the way back to high school senior year, playing a really good baseball team that was going to go on to win the championship. And we really had no shot to beat this team. And we were average at best. And our coach, who was a really high level D1 college pitcher, said, you know what, we're going to warm up without a ball. And we're going to just do our normal warm up. And so we run out on the field and take our positions, and he throws up this imaginary ball and starts hitting the ball. And the second baseman runs across in front of the second base, almost towards the shortstop, and lays out and dives for this imaginary ball, jumps up, grabs it, hops, throws it sidearm to the first baseman, and he hits his glove with his hand and it pops. And then we throw it around the horn, and then he tosses up another one and hits this next one. And we're doing this. And this team actually started to stand up in the dugout and come out and was watching us like, what are these loony people doing? Right. But what it gave us was this really huge amount of confidence. And even though we were somewhat prepared, we just weren't skillful enough to be able to beat this team really, and didn't have the batting averages and the fielding percentages to win. But it gave us this little bit of excitement that we could actually, we were doing really good things instead of worrying about missing the ball or doing things like that. So really, we prepared some of this beforehand, but the reality was it allowed us to really take that pressure, take that anxiety off, and just have fun in that moment. I mean, I remember the third baseman literally diving over the third base and grabbing this ball, this imaginary ball midair, and throwing it back. And we were all just hooting and hollering, having a great time. And it just took that pressure off of us just to go out there and have fun. And we actually only lost by 2 runs, which was amazing because they were really good.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of going in thinking of all the things that could go wrong or how can we not mess this up, we actually went in there with a totally different mindset. And honestly, looking back, that makes a big deal in how you prepare for an event, what you do leading up to it, not just the day of, but maybe the months and weeks prior to. Because once you show up to an event, Mike, as you and both Brian know, you know what? You got the game you brought with you. And you need to learn how to adapt that to the changing conditions of the event and the course and all those kinds of things. So being free, reducing that stress, and knowing what is relevant in that moment made a big deal.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good. I love that. It's kind of like Hoosiers, right? Where he brings out the tape measure. What's the height? It's the same. As if from baseline to baseline, it's the same court, right? It's that same thing. It doesn't matter. The game is the game.